Hi guys, karibuni sana to the Unpacked platform where we basically talk about anything that is happening in our society. And today we are going to be featuring nannies, what it feels to stay with them, what makes them comfortable, and things they really go through in these families. When I grew up, I was brought up by three nannies who were working with my dad in his workplace, and they still spent the night at our place. And life was so comfortable for us and them. It never felt like we are special, so they should be there working every day, cleaning our clothes, cleaning the house, and all those things. No, all of us had equal shares of what we do in that house. If my work is to pick utensils from the dining table, they had to clean. Another person has to do any other thing. And we are still connected because the first thing, we had rules that used to govern our home. You're not supposed to get home before 7. If the kids get from school, my parents ensured they could not just employ anyone who doesn't have a skill. Because after all, they come home late, they want to find someone who has helped us do our assignments from school, someone who can help us with cleaning, such kind of things. But right now, what are people doing? They're just calling from the village. Kuna msichana unajua alimaliza form 4, and they're like, and then you asking things like, how much are you going to be paying for 5,000? My sister, a husband and a wife somewhere, both their effort combined, they want to pay a lady 5,000. What can you do with 5,000 as parents? Can that even cater for school fees? But you want a lady from the village to come to the streets and you want to pay her 5,000, and you go to an extent of asking, why are you paying her 5,000? She's eating in my house. She's spending in my house. Everything she's using is in my house. Wait, 5,000? Is it even worth you? And some of the people who pay them at that low amount, there are people who are given 200 shillings by men out here, and they're like, what can you do with 2,000? What can you do with 200? That is the same case we ask. If you're not ready for a nanny who has gone to school and have acquired a course, maybe in catering or hairdressing, you need to up that game. Because I'm looking forward to someone who can really cook a nice meal for the family. I'm looking forward to a lady who can do my kids' hair, and I can really pay her an extra amount for doing it. And that's why you find you get one from the village, she comes to the streets, each and every day she's learning new things. And the moment she gets out of your hands, she's leaving. Some go home, maybe for December holidays, and they don't even come back. Why? Because you already marked the territories so well that their work is to work in your house. You cannot be in the sitting room watching a movie together because they're supposed to be in the kitchen cleaning utensils. They should be in the laundry ironing and cleaning clothes. Whereas they are basically people like us. Because sometimes I wake up and I feel so tired, I cannot do anything. Someone else wakes up and does it. Maybe my older sister or my younger sister. And I remember at times when we were living with them, we lived with those house managers for the rest 12 years. And you cannot just come here and start convincing me, oh, they treat you the same way you treat them. If their off days are on Sunday, let them go out and have some good time with their friends. They have a life to live. They don't have to just be in their home cleaning and doing all those things. I remember when one of them got married, it was so difficult to us. We had so much connection with her. She was so good, and the rest followed with time. Until today, we still have good memories of them. We respect them. They nurtured us to the ladies we are right now. And I never feel like they misled me at a single one time. We had basic conversations with our parents when they were still there, things that happen in life. But what do you do right now? It's you and your kids. They are not involved. They eat the last. In fact, in our home, there are people who served first because they're the people who do the most at our place. They served first, then we could serve and eat. And there was not like, no, she's supposed to eat lesser. she's supposed to be treated this way. There was nothing like that. Or even at times when we went for events and it got late, we didn't have time to look at them and feel like you're supposed to be at home by 5:30, then we are going to be coming at 8. No. If we get in that house at 8, things are going to start there. There was nothing like you can be going home because you're going to get late and all those things. Like, those people are basically human like you. They get tired like you. They need a lifestyle like yours. And the moment you treat a house help nicely, she respects you. Like, there is no better feeling like understanding someone who is not understood anywhere else in the world. And the last thing comes um when she wants to leave. What do some of you do? They don't feel like paying them, like you're not ready to detach. Not to detach with people. You shouldn't feel like you're holding them so much. Like, when she leaves, your kids are going to have the best things they ever had. They had the best nanny. No. You learn to detach with those people very fast. Very fast. If one calls you and tell you, no, I'll not make to come back. I know at times it's frustrating, but allow them to leave. If a nanny just decides she want to leave, like today is on a Monday, and she tells you, Mama Fulani, thank you for working with you. I'm thinking of leaving. Let her go home immediately. Stop thinking about, no, let her work for that 1 month. She has been in your house for like 3 years. And now you're there waiting for her to make up her mind. And that's where things mess up. If she tells you she's leaving, give her the money if you have. Let her go. If you don't have the money and you promise you're going to pay her by date 5, give her that money by date 5. Because some of you will be there extending up to date 25 as if they don't have bills. Some of them have kids. Some of them have families they take care of. But you and your man cannot join up and team up and just pay one person 5,000. But with her money, you're still planning for trips. That is not how things run. Today you're a parent. Tomorrow, your kids might be there. They're going to face the same consequences. Whichever thing you do to people out here, the experience never fades. It's going to get you at a single one time, and it's gonna be hectic. And you keep wondering how do people live with house helps for 4 years, 3 years? They treat them like adults. They treat them equally. They respect them. They feel those people are not desperate. They're there because they really need to work. If she's there and she doesn't have a skill, give her a skill. Because your kids go to school from, I think, 7 to 4. She's in the house the whole day. Give her a skill. Let her go do hairdressing. Let her go learn computer and small things. But you're there. Her work is to cook, to clean the house. And then when you find her on her phone, you complain. What do you want her to do? Basically yourself. What do you do after you're done with work? You sit down and rest. And that is the same case to her. Could we be helped by God to just take care of those people and respect those people and respect the work they do and really pay them in good time and pay them what they deserve, not what you want to pay them? Thank you so much for watching. If you find this helpful,